What is going on, my Rust family and friends? Today I thought I would show you my solo slash duo base design that I've never seen anywhere else and I've never shown to anybody. It's a bunker base, so it's incredibly OP, but wait, it is not your normal bunker base. This bunker base does not require any F1 kill suicides to open or close, saving you a lot of trouble, saving you a lot of food. Enjoy! So to start with, I thought I'd just show you the upkeep in case this base isn't for you, although I do think it is very cheap regardless of how populated the server is. For this base, you are looking at less than 1,000 frags and less than 1,000 stone per day for upkeep, and that is when the bunker is closed. So don't forget to keep a little bit of wood in the TC so your bunker doesn't open up overnight. So to get into the bunker from any direction is going to be 2 metal foundations. I don't know about other explosives off the top of my head because my raid knowledge isn't too comprehensive, but I know that that is a minimum of 46 satchels from any direction, except one very specific direction, which is an easy fix, but it would be very unlikely anyone would go for it. But I will also show you a way to patch that, which would cost just a few more metal frags on the upkeep. So here we're going to go in for the base tour. Start off with one sheet metal door. You are greeted by a shotgun trap. The shotgun traps and auto turrets obviously aren't necessary, but when you find them, the places I've put them would be the most ideal in my opinion. So into our airlock. This airlock is a working airlock to defend against door campers. Raiders are also in a slight dilemma as to which side to go. This side simply leads to your oil refinery. Now, whilst the oil refinery isn't necessary, it is very cheap to buy at the outpost if you can't find one, and if you're not putting an oil refinery there, you are still needing to create these walls around the outside for honeycombing, so you may as well make best use of this area. If you want a different option, you can have roof access, so instead of having the oil refinery here, you simply put a triangle floor piece there with a furnace leading up to a door onto your roof. And the bonus about doing this option is that you can use this space under there for a little pumpkin garden or hemp garden that you can farm in the safety of your own walls. Moving on from there, we've got another sheet metal door and your shop front for trading, checking door campers, checking for airdrops, etc. One garage door, and this is where your teammate's bag is going to be. Another shotgun trap there. So that's the second garage door. You have 3 furnaces here, protected by one sheet metal wall. Through here, tier 2 workbench with box underneath. Our third garage door. Obviously, again, they don't need to be garage doors. You can use sheet metal double doors, but when you find the BP, definitely replace these. Level 3 workbench. If you're not planning on getting up to tier 3 researching, then obviously this can be swapped out with a large box. Just be careful with placing these. You're going to be placing your tier 2 workbench before the tier 3, so I recommend when placing the tier 2 workbench you line it up just on the right of that stone door frame, and then you're going to have enough room for your tier 3. Don't forget the trick. Under the tier 3 you place one box, rotate it with your hammer, then you can place a second box and rotate it back. This is the garage door number 4, and you are greeted with a auto turret. You'll notice this is completely blocked off here. Up here you have the sheet metal ceiling. This is the one that you can see from the outside, with a workbench, small box and 2 large boxes where you will store your least valuable items. Okay, so to get into the bunker we need to go down here, and there's our twig wall. Ideally this will be a wooden wall so it can't be destroyed through incineration. However, because this twig wall is so far into the base past the garage doors, and the raiders are probably gonna, it's a guess really where that twig wall is gonna be, so I normally just leave it twig so that my life is easier when I log back in. That is your choice. So your sleeping bag is down here as well, just in case you mess up the bunker for whatever reason, or get locked out. You can spawn inside the bunker, which is also very handy, and you can just break the twig wall which opens up the bunker. With a simple crouch jump you are out. So when you're leaving the bunker open and roaming, you have the protection from an auto turret or a shotgun trap, whichever is easier. The shotgun trap obviously works well if you place it upside down on here, because there's absolutely no way it can be destroyed unless they jump down. So here is our wonderful bunker. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 large boxes down here, a furnace for your precious sulfur smelting, 2 further small boxes, campfire, and tool cupboard. So as you can see from this bunker, you've got one layer of sheet metal ceiling here and another layer here. So no matter where they come in from the top, they're still going to have this sheet metal here. If they blow through the garage door, they're still going to have the sheet metal bunker here. So whatever way you go from the outside, it is 2 sheet metal walls or foundations. So if you remember me telling you about the very specific, cheaper way that you can raid this base, it will be through 1 door, then 2 doors, that's 8 satchels, and then this half wall here. That's going to be 31 satchels, and that is a very specific route into the bunker. If someone is stupid enough to blow through this door and this door when they can see the metal snakes round that way, then they're also going to be too stupid to realise this half wall here will get them into the bunker. But of course, if you do want to make that stronger, you can quite simply make that armoured, which is only going to add 4 high quality onto your upkeep. If you're looking to make any of the rest of it armoured, I would suggest making armoured the first pieces that can get directly into the bunker from the doors, which is going to be this one here, this floor here, and this wall here. If you are absolutely loaded with high quality, you can continue by then doing this triangle here, this half wall here, and then the foundations around the outside. So let's get into the base build, shall we? Now I would recommend building a simple 2x1 starter base while you build up the resources to make this base all in one go. However, it is very cheap and you can start off in this base. So if we build the starter portion first, 1 square, 2 square, 3 triangles. That is your footprint there. Then you are going to simply place a half wall facing outwards at the front of your base. So wherever you want the front of your base to be, that half wall is going to be on that side, and the rest is going to be high triangles all the way around. Your tool cupboard is going to go in this triangle here, right up against the foundation. Once your TC is down, place a square floor tile above that half wall and a triangle there. You will notice this is the bunker. You will not be able to place wood there. To close up your starter portion of the base, you want high walls all around there and there, and then quickly get your door frame on here. Whack your door on. Close up the base and then turn it all into stone. This is obviously going to be your starter base for now. If you're building it all in one go, some of this isn't going to be stone, but I want to show you how much stone you will need to start off with this base design. Of course, not forgetting the door frame. Just saw that. Okay, so just over 4,000 stone, and you can start off from scratch with the base design and expand from here. Here is the footprint of that starter base. I always recommend when you're trying out a new base, especially one that's a bit more complex in the mechanics used in the building, to hop on a build server and give it a practice run for yourself. It'll only take a few minutes and it will make your life so much easier. Now, as soon as you have the available resources, you're going to want to get that airlock as quick as possible and get yourself another door on the go. Now you can work in peace. So I'm going to go ahead and assume that you're building it all in one go now and start upgrading these walls to what they should be in the end of the final build. So this one, metal, this one, metal. That way, from where the oil refinery goes, you're not having stone floor, metal wall. Makes it a bit less obvious that it's a bunker. All the foundations metal. Basically everything surrounding this starter base, this bunker base, is going to be metal. Okay. Looking Gucci. Now I would tend to leave door frame stone because it doesn't really make a difference. So let's finish the actual concept of the bunker and show you how it works. You're going to need a half wall and a half wall, a triangle floor tile and a square floor tile, and this is your double layer protection from above into the bunker. So again, we're going with metal. Metal on the top one, the bottom one you can get rid of. Now, to show you how the bunker actually works, and the reason I love it so much, because you don't have to kill yourself to respawn inside. You place the half wall. I'm not placing it through a wall, sometimes it can be a bit tricky. And then once you've got that half wall placed, you can then place your floor tile and upgrade to sheet metal, and boom, you are still inside your bunker, even though it's now sealed up. When you log back on, you simply destroy the twig, and that opens it up. The beauty of doing this is it not only saves time, but every time you press F1 and kill to respawn inside your bunker, you don't have to sit by a campfire and eating or drinking to heal up every time you log back in. You can just destroy that twig wall and you are good to go. You're going to at some point add an extra triangle piece here. This is where your turret's going to sit. I will do the furnishings of the base afterwards, just in case you want to watch that as well, but we're just concentrating on the build for now. A wall here, both metal. Now let's finish the rest of this bad boy. So here you'll notice you can't place it high. That's because of our half wall to get into the bunker. So we're going to place this low twig foundation and surround it by the high triangles. Once that's done, you can destroy this. And by doing that, you're able to put your oil refinery here, or if you choose the other option where you can have roof access, you can place your seeds down there as well. Your front door is here, and that's going to be your shop front there. Your oil refinery space can be closed off with walls. Do the walls on the inside. Oh, bit of lag. Yeah, do the walls on the inside, not around the outside, because that will save a lot on resources and upkeep. So stone, 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 stone. Metal triangles around the refinery. The reason I do the metal is because if they're stone, it's only 7 pickaxes to pick their way into your oil refinery room, and I do like to stuff a load of crude oil in the refinery and leave it going overnight, so I'd rather not have all that stolen from me. Stone, and then metal. The reason this is metal is because this one here, if that is destroyed, they are into the bunker, because that's a foundation. So we want to have at least 2 layers of metal foundation all around the outside. Shop front in there. So far as I'm aware, with a shop front, the shelves should always be on the inside. I've still never seen a definitive answer as to whether there's a soft side and a hard side of a shop front. If anyone does know for sure, leave it in a comment and I'll have a look, but I always put the shelves on the inside. Now we can close this off with metal, metal, stone, stone, stone. Alrighty. So this, apart from the foundations, is pretty much base complete apart from the honeycombing and extra layers. It's kind of like a 2x1 with the 3 triangles, like mirrored. Kind of looks a bit funky, looks kind of cool. I do like a symmetrical-ish looking base. Whack your door on the front, and then let's start filling in the blanks. Stone door frame here. Put your oil refinery in before the door. This can be a bit tricky. Trying to line it up, you kind of have to crouch and stand up and get it in the right spot before it will turn blue. You might have to rotate it by pressing R. Now we found a sweet spot. Now we've put the door in. Lovely. Another door frame here with the door opening outward. There's our airlock. The rest of these are going to be filled in with double doors or garage doors when you get them. Again, these are stone. So this wall is metal because you've got a garage door here. So up to here is kind of stone, and then as soon as you get to the garage door, your metal all around the outside from there on. Boom. Now there's one final thing to do before we start looking at the furnishings, and that is the honeycombing. So to begin with, the easiest thing for us to do is make sure we get the extra foundations around the outside, because we don't want to sort of upgrade to stone and then upgrade to metal. We will lose track of what we are protecting and what we're not protecting. It's easy leaving it in twig until you've done the whole lot. Okay. This triangle doesn't need protecting because this is simply into the oil refinery room. So now you can see that now that we've done that, it is easy to distinguish the difference between our foundations surrounding the bunker and the honeycombing. So now that's all done, let's get all these to metal, not stone, because again the stone can be pickaxed with 7 metal pickaxes on top. And now we can do our honeycombing around those bunker triangle foundations. These will all be stone. And voila! Here is your final footprint. So you have a layer of metal foundations going all around the outside, kind of like mirrored 2x1s, or let's call it a 3x1, but with, I don't know what to call it. Just remember this, or take a picture on your phone or something. So let's take a look at how much that cost. We started off with 20,000 of each resource. So to get that final build, all you need is 6,000 stone, 5,000 metal, and 4,000 wood. That takes, God, minutes with a jackhammer. This base is amazing for solo or duo or even trio, but personally this is my go-to for a solo base. There's your upkeep. Less than 1,000 metal, less than 1,000 stone. You can't really ask for much more than that, can you? Now let's take a look at how I would furnish this baby. Start off in our bunker. So we're going to place this up against here. I do recommend researching the shelves, because when the time comes for you to upgrade your foundations, you're not going to be able to if the shelves are here, because they kind of stick into the foundations. So when the time comes that you want to fully armor up all your foundations, then you're going to need to destroy your shelves. 4 boxes, simple as this. Boom, 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 bing. Get your 4th furnace in here. That's where all your precious sulfur is going to be cooking. And you got your emergency, well not emergency, but your standard sleeping bag down here. I would call that in bunker. Lol. 1 box along there, another large box there. Let's do the 3rd large box. It's far back there. And small box. Small box. Turret. I will turn it off, otherwise that's going to be annoying. And a campfire here. Make sure the campfire is not going over that line, otherwise you're not going to be able to place your half wall. That is your bunker complete. Now, the reason you don't want to put any other box there is because you want to be able to have this nice little walk around a Rooney going on here. Boom. Coming up out of our bunker and then up into here. This is where your less valuables are going to go, you know, things like food or tier 1 clothing or tools or whatever you want. Obviously you can put another large box here if you want, but I'm sticking a repair bench because otherwise people go nuts. Where's my repair bench? I want my skins. This auto turret here is fabulous because if someone comes through this first layer of metal ceiling, this turret is going to protect you from them getting through the second layer. And another large box just here. You can access all of these, and simple as that. A level 3 workbench. You want to get it as close really as you can to your bunker opening before and up against the wall, like so. Level 2 bench, like that. The box trick, I'll show you it in action. One box there, rotate, another box there, rotate back. Time to place your furnaces. I get a small box, roughly about there. Furnace here. As long as you can walk through the gap, you are good. That one there. Okay, if you can get through the gap, you have done it to perfection. Top it off with a campfire here, and your teammate's sleeping bag there behind that first garage door. Your research table can go there, then you can use it, and then when you're done using it, simply pick it up, throw it in a box. Ladies and gentlemen, once you have reached this stage, you are looking fine and dandy. Just time to finish it off with a couple of traps. I would put one just there so it can't be seen through the window, and I would place one right here just to defend against someone that might be door camping under your stairs or around the corner ready to rush you, and boom! Just before you go, I will show you the other option where you can have roof access instead of an oil refinery. So we'll come in here, get rid of that, and get rid of that. You're going to be placing a door there, wall, wall, wall. Make this stone. And you're going to have a triangle floor there. Just make that stone. Whack a furnace in. So easy peasy, you come through here, jump on your furnace, voila! You have roof access, and then you can get your seeds and you can plant your seeds down here. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope it is relatively simple and easy to follow along. I wouldn't bother subscribing to me because I probably won't do any more base designs unless I find something like this that I'm particularly proud of. And see ya!